For my final project, I did what attracts us to one another. You could think that this seems like a fairly simple question, right? The way someone dresses, their personality traits, their character, their sense of humor. However, what attracts us to one another is more out of our control and more up to natural instinct. The first topic we'll jump into is physical attractiveness. This typically is the first move that leads people into wanting to know more about you. Researchers found that when showing someone's picture of someone else with their face morphed in, they found them to be more attractive. In work by Zedel et al., they found that more attractive you find someone, the more trustworthy you find them to be, which is obviously a good thing. Typically, people find this through each other's eyes. Here, I morphed my face with an animated characters to see if I found them to be more attractive when our faces were both mixed together. Whether we like to admit it or not, we form first impressions on the appearance of each other. This doesn't necessarily mean their actual facial features, but it could be the expressions on their face or what they're wearing. Facial qualities are important in physical attractiveness because facial cues reveal how excited someone could be to greet you or how angry they get in an argument. Here are several different facial features that are a cue to help telling how someone is feeling. We've all heard of the theory opposites attract. Well, it really turned out to be just a theory. If a person is positive, they tend to look for someone that has positive traits. If a person's negative, they'll look for someone that has negative traits as well. Individuals are attracted to people that have similar economic status, culture, values, and more. Let's say that you were raised on a farm your whole life. Your dad was a farmer, your grandfather was a farmer, it just runs in your family. So if you go on a blind date with someone who lived in New York City and has never been out of the city life, compared to going on a blind date with someone who was raised on a farm as well, chances are higher you'll like the farmer better. This is why dating sites such as Farmers Only exist. The saying, "we have chemistry," has a bit of truth behind it. According to psychologist Dr. Rachel Needle, chemical substances such as oxytocin, phenethylamine, and dopamine play a large role in the human experience of love. These substances can get a heart pounding and an urge to bond with another individual. Another factor that plays a role in attractiveness towards another individual is the natural pheromones given off by humans. Pheromones are a chemical substance naturally produced and released into the environment, affecting the behaviors of others. Pheromones are present in bodily secretions such as urine, saliva, breath, and many more. There has even been perfume created that enhances your natural pheromone scent. If you put on the perfume, it's going to smell different compared to anyone else's because it's your own scent. The smell can be similar, but no two would be the exact same. Here's a display of how pheromones work. Our bodies naturally secrete fluids through glands in our bodies that contain natural pheromones. Then the organs detect the pheromones and send a signal to the nerves. Then the nerves stimulate the hypothalamus and the cortex of the brain, which stimulates emotions. Then the pheromone scent triggers emotions in the hypothalamus, such as attraction, sexual desire, and arousal. Room for improvement. I think it could have been interesting if I could have conducted my own experiment with pheromone scents. If I would have bought the perfume, I could have had a few people test it out and make sure that it's true that not everybody would have the same scent and that everyone would smell differently, and that no two scents would be the exact same. Hopefully, after viewing this presentation, you're able to see that not just one thing plays a role in how you're attracted to someone. They all work together to create that feeling.